This is the skateboard that my Grandma Ruth gave to me. This is my fish, Jaws, and he's a really mean fish. And this is the day that my daddy says is the happiest day of his life.
Can you tell us about that day, Mr. Flurry?
Yeah. You guys want to hear it? You want to hear it, sir? You want to hear about that day? Well, I'll tell you what, this is December 4th, and we were at the hospital all day and most of the night. We was waiting on this little man to come out, and then all of a sudden the doctor showed up and said, he's not coming out. We gotta go in and get him. Like a search team, right? So what she did was, you sure I can tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what happened was is they took a tiny little knife and then cut right underneath the belly button. And they opened her up and then took her hands and stuck them all the way in her belly and disappeared. And she was in there just rustling and rumbling and looking for something. Then she started pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, and she was pulling, and all of a sudden she stopped. And she looked at me and said, Mr. Flurry, are you ready to have your world rocked? And I said, well, I guess so. And so she starts pulling, all of a sudden the head popped out, and I looked down and I said, Kevin! And then he looked back at me and he said, Daddy! Yeah! And that was the happiest day of my life.